Alright, so I guess this car has a small underlying problem with the axles in it. Getting up the driveway here on the acreage, having to put tire chains on it for it to get anywhere, has caused the driver's side to completely shear off, and the passenger side, that CV axle, is twisted on the face of the wheel hub to the point where it adds pressure to the bearing, making the wheel tight. So this wheel needs to be done. The axle's not sheared off, but it is binding. And then this one here has already been done. We're in the process of fixing it because the spline section broke off of the hub, and the steel that this is made out of is supposed to be about 180,000 psi tensile, but we got whatchamacallit, some 332nd 7018. The minimum specification on that is 70,000 psi, but it tends to average around 138,000. So yeah, about $3 a welding rod. And we're going to go through a little bit of documentation processing of this one that hasn't sheared off but is quite literally 1 foot stomp away from breaking. Gets fixed in the field, literally. Alright, so once the car is up on one side, you can clearly see that wheel moves back and forth fairly freely with the minute amount of slop in the CV axles that apparently have 400,000 kilometers on them. And then you come to the joint here, a lever that's about the same length as the tire, but I quite nearly need to put half of my body weight on it just to get it to turn. So it might be the brake caliper. Either way, lift up on that bar and it takes the nut right off. And then once you got the axle nut off, you can take a handle or something and stick it in between the studs and understand that it's not the CV axle doing that. It quite literally is a brake caliper. And after removing the self-locking disc brake caliper and doing the same thing over again, this turns very, very easily. So this axle isn't stuck, but should you not pictures of the other side, that literally happened. And these shocks are fucking blown out too. So, but then yeah, once you get back together, realize it was just a sticking brake caliper on this side anyways. Retorquing that axle nut as easy as just lifting up on this 1 foot long bar about as hard as a person can, and that puts it at about 300 pounds. If you're an average person, you can torque that manually to 300 pounds. So yeah, and then back on the ground it goes to the mechanic shop. Tell them nothing about the CV axle and tell them to do the rear brakes because they're wiped out down to the rivets. And then I guess aside from saves a broken CV axle. These are fairly nice little cars to get around. They last quite a while. A nice little drivetrain in them. very reliable, other than broken parts here and there.